Hi guys! Alright, today I wanted to show you the jewelry that I have on full repeat, okay? I am seriously probably the most consistent user of our jewelry of anybody I think that I know because it's become part of my life, I swear to God. And so I just wanted to
And
show...
not just one, but many.
Many, all the time. And I feel like it's almost like something I put on and I so enjoy
More is
using
more.
these. More is more, but I love it. I think it just really, because I dress pretty simply, is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
But, well, not today. Today I've got my fringe jacket on. I just felt like it. But usually I'm pretty much like in a
Today's
more,
a little
you know,
extra.
a little extra today. I kind of felt I was in the mood for my fringe jacket. But I was like, you know what? We never talk about the jewelry. I just have it on. I always think like, oh, people just kind of think that this is our jewelry. But I think let's focus on it. And I just want to, Valentine's Day, maybe get a piece for yourself or someone really special. We have so many really awesome pieces, but I just kind of took what I usually have on my upstairs and bring it downstairs. So these are my own, and I just want to show you. So I love the heart. I just love a heart, but I love that it is kind of juxtaposed with this beautiful link necklace. It has such a good weight to it, Matt.
Perfect
like,
balance.
I just think it's just like, it's really important to note the weight because sometimes you get jewelry and it feels a little hollow, and I really don't like that. I like having kind of a substantial piece of jewelry. So I love how that works. I also love, and I usually sometimes I'll double it up and I'll wear the link one. I mean, the tag with the heart. I love how that looks together. I think that looks really great. I wear this all the time, which is the fine collar, because I find that this is such a modern piece, and I love like putting our pebble charms and this beautiful square charm. I really love chunky and modern type jewelry. I don't know, that's what I'm really attracted to, and I love big chunky jewelry. So I've been wearing our pebble. So I've got the pebble ring that goes this way, left and right, across, and then our pinky ring that I've been wearing every day since I probably had this on the line. So this is now, I don't know how many days, but this is my pinky ring I wear all the time. I love this long pebble. So I kind of like, I wear both of them and I think it's fantastic. I have our heart charm. Like I like just putting them on and then putting them on with my other jewelry and just kind of doing a stack. This is a new piece we got in that I never talk about, and I just want to show you. So if you love our pebble necklace, which is this long links, this is one of our most popular necklaces on the line. It's this beautiful piece where the links are sort of, they're all kind of different. So I love the shape of them. They've got this kind of pebbly feel. So the link itself is really pebbly. Then it's got this big heavy piece in the middle. It's not heavy, but it's just nice and chunky. And I love that you could just kind of make it long or short depending on how you feel. And then I also added some more charms to it, which I love. I love our crystals. I love this beautiful horn, and just such a beautiful piece. So this one, if you love this piece, we made it into a bracelet, and it just has such a nice feel to it. So that guy's the necklace, and then this is the bracelet. Isn't that great? So again, it has the beautiful kind of angular, different pebbly type charms. And then it's got this anchored, which matches this piece there. It's very sculptural, and I find it like very modern, just in feel, but that's what I'm really attracted to, is things that feel very organic. This I wear all the time, and again, I love how fine it is, but then you've got these big chunky pebbles and square pieces attached. These are some charms that I use all the time. Our Manifestation Clear Crystal, which I love. I love this crystal too. I love this horn. This one is my own, and I use it all the time. I love having these pebbles around. Again, they feel really great. They're so like, Matt, can you feel it? Like, they're all from like, and they're different. They're all different. They're all hand sculpted. So you could see sort of the thumbprint when we sculpted it. Yeah, and it's got that, like, you could see it's got the high lows. It's just really, really wonderful, and I find these so special. I have the blue horn, which I love, and I love just little tiny pops of color too. So sometimes you could wear 2 horn, and you could just put them all together on the chain, and it's just so nice to just have a little tiny shot of color along with the gold and the white. I find that really elegant, and it's just really fun just to have all this jewelry. And I don't know, I have very small hands, but I really like big chunky jewelry. I love wearing these, and I don't feel like they get in my way or anything. I just find them really beautiful, and again, you can see how they're all sculpted, and they're just really just beautifully done. I love the edges. It's just a wonderful piece. I love these pieces. What else do I have on repeat is my denim Amelia. I am obsessed with this piece. I love the quilting. I think it's so fresh and new. I love denim, and I love how it's juxtaposed with this beautiful leather. I wear it as a shoulder, or I've added this crossbody, which makes it really easy to kind of walk around with. And I love this bag. It's so great. So this is what I have on repeat right now. And I don't know, what else, Matt? Into penny loafers as always. And I have white socks on today with the penny loafers. I kind of feel like Michael Jackson. Anyways, that's what's going on. Oh, okay. Matt and I found this. If you watch Joanna Gaines or Chip Gaines, what's that show?
Oh my goodness.
The renovation show. So, anyways, so they had that show.
Network.
And they had that show, and their husband and wife. So I always liked what they did, and I just so anyways, I think Chip, something went on with him. I did, you know,
It was a low time for him.
Yeah, the show ended, and I think it was a low time for him. He was trying to find himself, and there's this.
Like from the outside, it appeared like it was a great time.
Perfect,
but
right?
He was feeling well.
He wasn't feeling great. So there's this one. It was only one episode too, right? And it's the story of how he started running, because I'm really into, in the morning, I really like watching people who run all the time. I personally love when I wake up after that. He thinks I'm so weird. I love when I'm working out, watching other people do these endurance races.
Yeah.
And now I'm sort of onto, like, I think I've watched all of them that's available on YouTube. So I go back to the ones I watched.
Greatest
like,
hits.
But then I found this one and I was like, oh my God, a new one. So Chip.
This was a good find.
Right. So Chip Gaines, some reason they're doing their book tour in New York, and he's sitting on the bench in Central Park, and I could picture it.
I think by the reservoir.
I think it's by the reservoir, and he's sitting there, he's feeling down and out, and he's like, you know, what am I doing with my life? And then he's watching these people run by, and this couple, he's been on the bench for a while, right? So he's...
How long does it take to do a lap if you're running at a good pace?
I don't know.
20
pretty,
minutes?
Yeah, pretty.
So
20
he's
minutes.
sitting there for at
Average.
least an hour.
Those guys were very fast, so I'm guessing they're doing it in 15 minutes because it's like
but
2
he's
miles.
there at least an hour.
Right. So he's sitting there, and then finally, the third time this couple runs around, he's like, "Hey, how long would it take you to teach me how to run a marathon?" Just as a joke. And the guy turns around and he goes, 4 years? And he's like, no, 4 months. And so they started talking, like totally out of the blue. And so he became friends. And the woman, Gabe, is that her name? Was like, I'll coach you. And then first she's freaking out because it's Chip Gaines. She's like, oh my God, because I don't think her husband or her boyfriend knew who Chip was. So she's freaking out like, oh my God. And then so she's like, I'll teach you or I'll coach you. And so they had this great, like, that's how he started his whole journey running. But then it's this really sad story because Gabe's sick. But she's like this phenomenal runner, like you know, like competitive, not even just running for joy.
One spot away from making the
Olympics, like she's that good. And so she has this rare cancer, and so basically it's her journey. And I think Chip had her coach her probably towards the end of her journey. So it's just really sad, but really, really also just the whole thing was amazing. So. Long story short, you should check it out if you need something inspiring to watch. And on both ends, like I think Chip found himself, Gabe found, you know, towards the end of her life, she started, you know, she really gave back and she was doing what she wanted to do, which I thought was really great. And it's on HBO and you just look up Chip Gaines, I think. But that was really inspiring, I really have to say. And I think...
Just make sure you have a box of Kleenex nearby.
I know, so sad. I was like, oh my God, it's so sad. I was running, I was watching, I was like, this is so sad, but so inspiring. So anyways, I think by watching that, and if you think of like an endeavor that is really difficult for you, and I think at his stage, when I looked at Chip, I was like, okay, this guy's going to run a marathon. That's pretty crazy that he's going to take this on. But he does. And he finishes it not so sexy, but he does. And it's
ugly finish.
It's an ugly finish. But he finished. And it was so inspiring to me. He just pushed through. And I feel like that's really like something that we have to remind ourselves of, right? It's like you really need to lean into really doing hard things sometimes. And I think most people give up before they actually should give up. And I think that's really, really important to note that I always go back to it. It's like sometimes when I'm running, personally, I'm not that great of a runner, but there's times when I surprise myself. Like, there's no way I think I could be running at the speed for that time. But I think when you're actually doing it and you put your mind to it and you push through it, it's actually sometimes quite shocking that you're like, whoa, I just did that? And I was just going to give up. Oh, you know what I just noticed? I'm sorry as I'm speaking, Matt. This is the third moth I've seen in this house, and I really don't want them getting my sweaters. What is going on? That's the third one. We've got to get rid of them. How do you get rid of moths? I'm not sure. Third one. It's very random. I don't know where they're coming in from. Yeah, I got to just get them. So anyways, we got to get that one. I don't want him chewing on my sweater, my pillows here. Anyways, okay, long story short, I got sidetracked by the moth. I'm like, oh, this is the third one I've captured. So anyways, so that's what I really believe. Like, I sometimes believe that we give up too soon, right? And sometimes it's like this thing I have written on my bathroom mirror. It's like sometimes when it's really rough and it's really like, let's say it's a big storm, and you're like, okay, I got to get out of the storm. Maybe if you push through the storm, you never know when the tides are going to change. And once the tides change, and if you didn't stick through it, you would have never seen when the tides changed, right? So I think that's what I want to leave you guys with. And I think that's part of what we keep saying is this word onward, right? Onward is so important to have in your head and to think about all the time, because I think on a daily basis, inbounding, coming through, everything coming through, and you're just like, oh, I can't take this. I just want to lie down. But if you just kind of remind yourself onward and have it in your head, I think you could push through. And I really believe it. Okay? So add a piece of jewelry maybe to your repertoire. I mean, I wear these all the time. I do. And these are all mine, and they're just sitting there. I put them on every day, and they really help kind of make me feel really great. I love the crystals. I really believe, I don't know. I have no idea if there's any power in crystals, but I think if you believe, maybe for yourself, I like them. I find it sometimes when I get really stressed out, I do love having them on and giving me some clarity if I need it. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, whatever. It's what you believe, but I like it. So that's what's going on today, and that's it. So let's chat tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.